Hey everybody, Bugsy No Name here. You guys are probably wondering, Bugsy, where have you been? What have you been doing? Well, been writing a bit, playing Digimon World, which took up a lot of my time, and I'm still playing it. Play a little bit of Luigi's Mansion, which Luigi's Mansion 3 is, I say hands down, that's what should have been 2. That should have been 2. And like Luigi's Mansion Dark Mode should have been like a side game. Yeah, and I'm being legit. I'm being like really serious on that one because Luigi's Mansion 3 is like so good. And when I look at freaking Dark Moon, or much as I played it, because my nephew lost lost my cartridge. Okay, let me close the door. Let me close the door for a minute so I can talk to you all. But yeah, let me. But yeah, I really feel like Luigi's Mansion 3 is it's a very good game. That's one. That's one. And I'm not really fully done with it yet, but when I do, review. But it's looking good. I'm gonna play, and I've heard of the free DLC for freaking Dragon Ball Heroes. Can I just talk about Dragon Ball Heroes for a minute? Like, a lot of fans. Some fans are like me where they like really love it, and other fans are like, I really hate this. This is just fan wank for the sake of fan wank. And I'm like, does it like what does it matter, man? It's just fan service. The game is the game's whole story is built on fan service. What do you think Xenoverse is? Same thing. But with Heroes, is what I like about Heroes, which I think they should totally make it to the Xenoverse 3, is the fact that we got all these different variations of characters and what if characters. I love that. I wish Xenoverse 3 could be a merger of those, double triple the characters and all this other stuff. Also, I did see a few Xenoverse story packs. When I get a stronger computer, maybe you'll get some videos on that because I've been thinking about that. Also, another thing, I want at some point I'm going to review Hover, because literally I need my Jet Set Radio fix, and I can play Jet Set Radio. I can play Jet Set Radio all fucking day on both my computer or my Dreamcast, but I'm like, I want to do one. And Sega's like, oh well, we're gonna do stuff with our IPs, and all I've seen right now is like all we've seen is like the Yakuza games getting a boost, which I love Yakuza, and I love the Yakuza series. It's pretty freaking good. I'm playing Yakuza Kwame on the side. I love I love that. I love the storyline, all that stuff, and I'm just like looking. I'm just wondering to myself. I'm just wondering to myself, Sega. You got other franchises, right? That don't get a lot of time. I mean, Yakuza got like Yakuza had gotten a lot of games, and that's cool and all. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. But I'm like, you have other series that people want. Like Jet Set Radio. You already got something with Fantasy Star Online. Probably the deciding factor of getting a freaking Xbox One for me is like probably going to get that so I can play Fantasy Star Online. Yeah, I'm just probably gonna get it for that. Like I wasn't gonna get one, but then I was like, I can get Rare Replay, and I also can get that. So I'm like, fuck it, going back into getting a going to get going back and getting next. going back and getting an Xbox. Well, which is kind of funny because again, because y'all know I write. I've been writing the Alma Gaming Goddess series, so Bugsy G has an affinity for Vert if you've been reading it. So that's kind of so it's my art imitating. It's kind of like my art imitating real life, just without the romantic stuff. Mm. Tuesday, I'm gonna try and get a video out there because literally, I'm gonna go to my doctors for a little bit of a checkup and kind of a a little bit of a checkup and stuff I need to get medically. It's nothing too serious, so don't worry about it. But I'm just gonna get some stuff. Oh yeah, I'm really going to do like little pre videos for the King for Another Day tournament. Yeah, just little fun little videos. It's not really connected to the Steven Gunner team. It's just something I kind of want to do because I just think it's fun. I do things because either I want to do a story, there's a story purpose to some of the stuff I do. Which, again, if you actually look at my videos, really look at them, most of the character ones are most of the character ones are story related. Some of the Chaos Bro stuff are because they do let slip a lot of Chaos Lord information. Pretty much most of my videos really do have kind of a purpose from what they are. You just gotta know where to look. Another thing. So I was, yeah, I just want to say thank you. I don't know if YouTube is really, it feels like YouTube is really going to really show us next year why YouTube is losing people, but like, I just want to say one thing. Hopefully, nothing too bad is gonna hit this account, and I'm trying everything in my power to really, pretty much bring it home that everything I do on my channel is really not for kids. Okay, like I don't want anybody to really get it twisted that anything I do is for kids. My stuff is totally for like teens to young adults, and that's pretty much it. Or people who actually want to look at, actually want to look at a story, which I don't try to invite the kids too. I may say kids in my video, but sometimes that means I'm referring to a bunch of adults who act like kids. So that's another thing. I was at the I have to clarify that because I want them to if they're gonna look at my channel, I want them to know that I'm gonna be bringing back my disclaimer and changing it just so people know none of my stuff is for kids. Okay, if you're a kid, you shouldn't be watching my stuff. Because you gonna learn a lot of things you ain't gonna need to learn until you like at least 17 or 16 or 18, right around those. So I'm just trying to stay out of I'm trying to stay out of YouTube's like proverbial hair, but still trying to do my thing. And even if YouTube does, like, even if something happens to my YouTube channel, which will be sad for me, at least I have another place to get it, and I am considering opening up Patreon with like little rewards. Like because I want to make what I do on what I do on YouTube and various other things. My prime directive, and I kind of want to get some money to pay some people to do some voice work for me, and I want to basically do that. and I'm really gonna bite the bullet and just do a big old thing for Casting Call Club because I'm gonna ask because I really do want a team for some of the stuff I want to do. I mean, I'm more hesitant to I'm more hesitant working with a team now now more than ever because like there are certain things in the Axis Super Smash Brothers stuff that I had to deal with. You know, people fighting and calling me and back when we all had Skype, Discord wasn't really a big thing, and people would just be like, "Oh, blah 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 blah," and just start fighting. I'm like, ugh. There was this one dude that I would always start stuff, and I just sit there and be like, man, are we recording? Are we doing the show? No, no, we ain't doing it. I mean, every like voice acting gig I've ever had is like either the most short-lived thing in the world, like you'll see it like a bit, and then like, oh no, the person who wanted it wants to redo it, but doesn't, but kicks me out. Or we do something like Axis with Smash Brothers, and like it gets discontinued. I think I'm freaking cursed. But I don't do the voice acting shit for fame. Well, not like for like big fame, you know. They so look at my freaking thing like, Bugsy No Name. You know, you're part of the Big Three Rocks Network. Go and go look at what you do. You know, and just to get a little fame or get my name out there so people can like start associating that with my channel. And I do it to have fun, like, you know, voice acting. Most voice acting stuff I do to have fun. I don't get paid for it. Who's gonna pay an amateur voice actor, man? I used to go on like um, Voice Acting Alliance, which I think my account on there is still up. Um, but I'm really starting to switch over to Casting Call Club. I mean, I kind of want to do more voice acting stuff because I actually like it. It's fun. You know, it's fun. I like doing that. If you kind of, when you know all the character voices I do around here, you kind of understand why you kind of get that I'm kind of an amateur voice actor. Again, I never say that I'm good or I'm the best, but when it comes to like, if someone needs me to you know, um, improv, I will. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. Um, I do write scripts nowadays or have guidelines, but I'm usually more I'll improv for you. If you don't got anything written, I will tell me what voice you want, and I'll go for it. Um, so yeah, they're gonna just go in doing casting call club acting, doing some voice acting work, and and maybe getting a team together so I can finally actually have the team that I so want because getting older, it's just like I need a team. I need to have I need to have some people that I can actually rely on because I've been burned in the past too. Because like many freaking so many freaking people sign up for this stuff. I usually try to contact them. They act like I'm annoying them. They don't say anything, and they just like bump. Oh, I'm gonna block you and not talk. And even if you need lines, I'm not gonna really talk to you right away. And they'll even explain, what's going on. And I'm just like, fuck, man, I gotta put this on the back burner. Why do you think Sonic Freedom Fighters took so long, and it's still taking so long? It's because I don't have a solid crew that I can really rely on. Either way, and when I actually asked for, and back in the day when I asked for help, I usually got nothing, and when I did, some people would I lose contact with them right away. It's just so. now I have a plan now, and I want to see that plan through the end. But it's like, yeah, it's like it's not even like close. But I still want a team. You know, I feel like if I find the right people, I can really bring my some of my vision, some of my shows to actual fruition. Like I can actually have a team that'll help me work on my gaming god is and actually help me get that animated because that's what I want. Like most of these stuff were in the audio drama thing, but if I could get someone or I could like help pay someone to animate some of this stuff for me. I don't know if I could get someone full time. Like I'd probably be able to pay like me an animator for like one episode. I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be nice if I had other writers because I know I'm not the best writer. You know, I make mistakes when I'm writing, and most of the time it's just like, I only got a few people helping me out. Again, I'm very hesitant on helping. I'm very hesitant with with joining certain groups because it's always the same thing. Like I'm always dealing with people either infighting or the guy who's working on the thing never tells me what we're doing, and I'm just like, okay. Like, I mean, it'd be nice if I just was a part of something where, we actually have a bunch of people who actually respect each other. Okay? No, like at least being able to just do something. Look at because I look at various like projects that people are working on, and I'm like, so that's what that's like. I mean, like a whole bunch of people that work together that don't want to fucking fight with each other every 5 minutes. you know, but I don't know. I think I'm just putting out a thing Sunday for Casting Call Club. Maybe some people who actually maybe some people that are like songwriters that would want to help me with various things like I am working on a few musical episodes, which probably will never go into fruition the way I want, but I want to at least give it a shot. And you're probably wondering, so Team H and I'm a Game Guys are getting musical episodes? Yes. But but it's gonna be pretty cool. I was actually gonna I was actually like this is like an early stage kind of thing. I was thinking like Dimension Tripper Dimension Trippers would probably be like the first song, but it would be sung by G, so I'd be singing it. And it just I don't know, but that's like way down the line. And for the first annual multiversal tournament, anybody who's good at like power scaling and speculative stuff, and you're good at like crafting like really intricate simulations of various characters fighting, I mean, hit me up, man, because I would really like some help on that. You know, I mean, I would say think of it like how the King for Another Day tournament is set up, but it's a little bit. It's like a mixture of what the King for Another Day tournament is and a little bit of what Death Battle is. It's like a hodgepodge with a few story beats because I don't want it to just be like a non-canon thing. With my characters, I actually want it to be. I actually want it to like matter. The characters are not going to be killing each other off. I want to make that clear for the multiversal tournament. I want to make that clear that it's not going to be like Death Battle where characters are whacking each other. And I don't mean like in a sexual way. I mean like they ain't trying to kill each other. That way, no one can say, "Well, This is end our debate of who could win in death battle. Well, this is not death battle. This is like characters in the rule set of a normal tournament. And that's what I want. But, the Dragon Ball Heroes, I need to go back to that because I didn't explain. People were talking like, "Oh my God, this is gonna ruin Dragon Ball. This is gonna ruin Dragon Ball Super because Dragon Ball Heroes." I'm like, I want to just know how, people, because like Dragon Ball Heroes is in a completely separate, almost metaverse of the Dragon Ball of the Dragon World. But if you think, like, it's kind of like how people said like Sonic Forces is gonna ruin Sonic Mania like after you already played it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's just like it don't like to me. Dragon Ball Heroes, if it keeps going as an anime, as like a little promotional anime, I'm cool with that. I'm fine with it. Like every other Dragon Ball fan that isn't like down with like Super Dragon Ball Heroes is like, I don't like it. I'm like, guys, it don't mean anything. It's about as non-canon as you can get. The only thing that's canon to is the actual game that it comes from, which itself is non-canon, but it has its own little tiny canon. It's just like I always like, and I just look at some of these Dragon Ball fans and go like, dudes, it's not that serious. Like when it comes to like various things in certain fandoms, I don't trip out on it mostly, except if I really do deem it as serious. And like Dragon Ball Heroes is like the most non thing to worry about because it doesn't have any control of how the story is gonna go in Super. It's its own thing, basically. It's promoting the game. It's promoting the card game that's based off of, which has its own little canon onto itself. It's all right. And people are like, "Well, I still don't like it. Read the manga. It's better and it's paced way better. So just read that." And I'm like when it comes to like various fandoms nowadays, I'm just like that dude, just like, if you ain't hurting anybody and you ain't like messing with anybody, I don't got no real beef with you. I got nothing against you. Some people, and I do give. There's one, in the Sonic fandom, we have a lot of like crazy motherfuckers in it. Like, I think a lot of the outsider dudes don't understand. Is not like all of us are like this way. But whenever I hear like a freaking, someone like Easy Peasy who would break down the Steven Universe fandom because, well, they got mad, so I'm gonna make a video with all their butthurt responses, har har har, because it's funny, and they're funny because they like a show that's obviously flawed. So I'm just gonna make I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of views off of it. And I'm like, I just looked at that freaking thumbnail. I was like, oh, bunch of Steven Universe fans and their genius responses. I'm like, yeah, you just want to rile everybody up. It's like, God, I don't know. People who do that. I'm like, did you grow up? God dang, I stopped doing that I stopped doing that a long time ago. Folks, like seriously, I seriously feel anybody who just openly antagonizes a fandom who hasn't really done anything to them, but they just want to be little edgy boys, and I mean like edgy in the wrong sort of way. They just want to be hated, and be like, ha ha ha. I'm smarter than you because you're in this fandom. And I just go like, what does it fucking matter? Like at the end of the day, like what are you really trying to accomplish? Other than pissing me off, what do you gain out of this? Those are the questions I ask. And like with Easy Peasy's videos, dude that just goes after everybody, I'm just like, what do you gain from these videos other than views and probably a little bit of money on the side? Like, what do you get? Nothing other than nothing than a whole bunch of people probably sucking your dick in the comments going, yeah, seriously. Some of these people have like some of these like really fans. Oh, I hate Steven Universe because it sucks. And I'm just gonna follow the herd because I don't want to at least try to learn and watch it for myself to really see. And don't even get me started on the people who hate it because of the toxic fandoms. Sure, all fandoms are toxic in one way or another, but there are good sides to these fandoms that no one wants to see, and then I talk about it, and people say, Bugsy, you don't know what you're talking about, and you're stupid for talking about this, and why are you talking about this? And listen. The reason I can do this is because it's my fucking channel. I'll say whatever I'll talk about whatever I want. If you stumble on this video and you're like, "What am I talking about?" You're probably gonna get cussed out by me because if you're not gonna watch this all the way, and back when I was still dealing with fucking Matt 2 back in the day, he was like, "Why would I watch it?" Because blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, watch it because it explains some things. Like I'm just saying, like I'm just like sometimes I just go like sometimes I'll go like, why do I even bother making like these responses if no one's really gonna look at them? No one's really gonna like actually take a minute and look at these. Now, man, that's the one thing I hate. Like you gonna just look at this response, know I'm talking about you. Don't want to watch the whole thing to see if I'm actually even angry at you or not, and be bitchy that I actually said something about you. Like, and that's like if you start something with me and I want to finish it. And like, I bet you, just because I talked about him, he's gonna be like, hey, why did you talk about me? And he also said like another thing he said was like he had someone watching my videos and they report back to him. I'm like, are you like why? What, you scared I'm gonna say something to you? I don't know. I don't think people are afraid of me per se, but it's like I don't know. I think Matsu was afraid of me. Like I don't know. I think people, there's only been a few times where I think only a few times where people have been knowingly afraid of me. I usually have to rectify it. Like, dude, I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I'm just saying you're kind of screwing up here and here and here. I'm not gonna try and like hunt you down or something. I'm not gonna be like, you shall be vanquished on the night of the full moon. I'm just saying, hey, you're screwing up. I'm gonna talk about it. If you can't deal with it, well, too bad. You're on the internet. People are gonna talk about you, but at least I'm gonna talk about what you did wrong and how fucked up you're being. That's how I am. Yeah. Because with me, I talk about, if I'm pissed, I'll let you all know. What's the point in like hiding it? What's the point of dragging it out? What's the point of pretending like I'm not angry? I don't understand that. I don't understand why someone would want to do that. You know. I can't like if you piss me off, I'm not gonna be civil with you. Especially if you actually did do something wrong. I'm not gonna be civil with you. I'm gonna freaking say why I'm angry And whether you want to hear it or not, that's what it is. I don't know. Ever since I deal with Matt too, I try to be a little bit more selective. Well, not selective. But I try to be a little bit more. Well, I would say, well, not lenient. Like I pull my punches just a touch. Because like people like Matt, like people like the people I deal with after Matt too just became increasingly more sensitive. Okay, one time I was making the video about the power of three, powerful girl thing, and actually talking about what I liked about it, right? But I cussed in the beginning, and this one chick's like, "Well, you're talking to your audience like you're gonna cuss about them." And when I was talking about the video, I was saying I don't want my video to be a fucking forum for race because race has nothing to fucking do with a Powerpuff Girls cartoon. And I just didn't want it to be a forum because every video I saw was talking about how Bliss was black, and I was like, okay, but my thing is not going to be a forum that you guys can just come back to and be like, Bliss, blah, blah, blah," and then it just spirals into other like topics, which again my video isn't for. I sit there and I just go, this is dumb. And Princess, my dog wants to get out. I'm like, you got yourself in here, Princess. You're the one that wanted to get in here. It ain't even my fault. Like, sometimes I have Princess in here while I'm recording. So now let her out. Go, Princess. Come on, go. Hold up. But yeah, so the person said, I'm not even gonna watch your video because you because you cussed. I'm like, you're gonna hear some people cuss even in real life. We're not like by stopping yourself from watching a video with a person cussing, it's not gonna stop people from cussing in real life because you're gonna hear some people fucking swear. You hear some people say you hear some people say motherfucker and all this other stuff. You're not gonna stop yourself. But I understand like maybe my cussing does put people off. But it's like you're on my channel. What do you expect? I make no fucking illusions that I don't cuss. I've been trying to do it less, but sometimes I'll have a fuck will squeak through the cracks. But yeah, I just like and also my videos ain't for this easily sensitive. Okay, if you got a problem with what I have to say or how I say it, just go somewhere else. Jesus, like I like you act like you're like, and some people get mad at me like oh I'm inconvenient. Like I'm the one inconveniencing them. Like you got on my channel, you know what you're in for. Even my channel trailer says that I'm not a family friendly channel, so it shows that I'm not technically family friendly. I even got it in my description. It's like, ugh. I get it. You see my videos for the first time, and you're probably just put off mine. I get that, but you gotta understand. You gotta understand if you're sensitive to swearing, just go, man. I don't have to. I don't need to freaking baby you and pretend like I gotta stop doing what I do just to make you happy. Because yes, I do want to please people, but if you can't really handle a few swear words, you need to go. You probably either A, You probably either really, you're probably really concerned, you're probably really sheltered, and you never heard of someone cuss before, and you heard that curse words were bad, or you are way too young to be on my channel. That's all I gotta say. Um. Oh, what else? The Also, I had a mountain of trolls who just kept trolling me. Oh, another thing about Matt too. Every time I talk about stuff like this, he literally thinks I'm whining. Like I'm just like, oh, I'm whining about the stuff that's happening to me. I'm like, dude, do you even know what fucking whining is? No, I can talk about the stuff that happens. I'm like I don't know, that shit really got to me because I was like, how am I fucking whining if I'm talking about all the stuff that happened to me? Okay, why am I whining, motherfucker? Explain. What is your definition? I never really got a definition on that, really. He just kind of said I was whining and just left it at that. And why am I talking about him? Because, like, okay, like, let me explain something. If I talk about you, it's either not because I'm super duper, I'm probably a little angry with you, but I'm not gonna like. It's nothing to really get you. It's nothing to really get your fucking going or not. It's just I get angry. I get angry at you. I'm gonna talk. Boom. If you got something to say to that, cool. But don't 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 be all sensitive about it just because I talked about you. Because if you did something, if I find that you did something messed up, I'm going to talk about it on my channel. It is what it is. Freedom of speech. I can say it. It's freedom of speech, so I can say it if I want to. You just have to deal with it. But like I can talk all night about that too, and some of the other stuff that he was going through because like dude was starting fights with like other people in the Brony analyst, which I don't even think he's a part of because no one ever mentioned him. And I was like, I swear if I get a Matt 2 comment, I'm going to fucking laugh my ass off. And you're probably like, well, Bugsy, didn't you like say sorry to that too? Yeah, I did. But when I actually made a video where I was saying sorry back, he just didn't look at it and gave me an immediate dislike. I do can't sit through my videos for like reasons because he said something about his attention span. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna make him short. You should just look at him. But I deal with people like that, or I deal with like trolls thinking that saying that they're saying that they're gonna threaten to kill me, and I'm like, okay. One dude's like, if you say all this to anybody, you're gonna get reported. I'm like, I just really looked at the comment like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Motherfucker, what if I like? It's like, what if I literally came up to? What if I literally found where this person was? I was armed to the teeth. Knocked on his door. He fucking saw me. What then? These trolls don't be thinking. Because one of these days, some of them's gonna piss off the wrong person. One of these trolls are gonna piss off the wrong person, and we're gonna see it on the news. They're gonna be like, internet troll gets his brains blown in by crazy incel. And then like fucking trolling will be illegal. And I'd say no one should want that. But trolling nowadays is just boiled down to fucking calling someone autistic. Oh my god, Mr. Sagan, his little band of merry fuckwads. That's all they ever said. Autistic, autistic, autistic. You're fucking autistic if you love science. How about motherfucker say something that's actually worth something? If you want to troll somebody, I was a troll once myself. How about you actually try to piss someone off by not saying autistic? How about you actually try to form an insult? Fuck's sake, people. If you're gonna insult me, please, please please be a little bit more creative. Saying I'm autistic is not really gonna get me super angry. I'm just gonna look at your lack of imagination. Yeah, and I really feel like people are losing a lack of imagination when it comes to various things. I mean, that's why I had the black screen when I first started out anyway, because I wanted people to use their minds, you know? I know it sounds little Sesame Street, little Blues Clues, but, it's like, dude, back in the day, I had to work with what I had. Now, though, now, I have things like, I have these, I have the soundboard that I literally work on. I have a soundboard. Look at this. Bruh. See what I'm saying? So I have all this like I have all these like sound effects and stuff that I'm probably gonna use for certain for like certain for like certain things when I do audio dramas. So there's gonna be a lot of things I'm gonna use. Um so yeah, there's a lot of that. And that's like a big update, and I just wanted to just talk to you guys because I just been busy and trying to manage both what's going on with me health wise and still trying to do videos, and sometimes I don't feel up to doing videos sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I try to at least try to be consistent for you guys because this is my dream. I still want to keep it going. Nut. Nut. So yeah, I try to do some. I try to do some of that. I try to at least try to do that. So I'm still trying to balance various things right now with myself. It's a little hard, but I'm trying to get a good thing going. But I love how some of you are patient. I have friends, like I have a lot of friends who really I could just go and talk to, and they're just like, dude, take all the time you need. Everybody else will understand your, your stuff like that. I'm like, yeah. See, that's the thing about me. I'm very good at making a lot of friends that are really, probably from first glance they seem kind of, from first glance they may say something or do something, but when you really get to know them, they're pretty alright. They're pretty alright people. I was looking at Ghetto Demigod talking about cutting fake friends out of your freaking life, and I'm like, I never had it. I only had a few fake friends in real life, but everybody I have met online is very genuine. You know, so I never had really any fake friends. I mean, back in the day, when I was a little kid, I had like a lot of games, and not like kids had the games that I had. So they always would try to trade with me, try to be friends with me, literally because I had a lot of games, and I really knew who my real friends were whenever, um, whenever they would want to come over to my house. Like that was my test. Like if they wanted to talk, like if they wanted to just sit around and talk to me, and while we're playing games, yeah. But if they didn't talk to me during gameplay and shit, that's how I knew. And then as I got older, I got a little bit more selective with some of the people I would talk to. And then I met all my own friends online, some I kept in touch with, some I kind of lost touch with a long time ago. Stuff like that. And the thing about me is, I still, I still try to keep in touch with a lot of my old friends. Some of them, some of them, I lost touch with for certain reasons. They're just busy. They have lives now, and I can't really hold them. Yeah, I can't really be like, talk to me. Stop what you're doing and talk to me. I'm just playing around with the sound effects. I wasn't trying to be funny. But like, and but yeah, it's yeah, that's how I know. That's why how I know I never had friends because I could just suss them out. And I have and I have friends like Victor, Shin, my pal Data. I don't know where the crap that man's been. I haven't seen that man in ages. I don't know where he is. But yeah, I've been just that's the thing. I mean, if you wanna like I don't mind being alone and just having my girlfriend. I'm like the way I feel about it is like yeah, but it's good to have like a little. It's good to have a small network of friends. If you're not really a big old friends person, that's how I feel about it. Yeah, I disagree because it's not like I disagree with Ghetto simply because blah blah blah. I think he's wrong. No, he's perfectly right in what he thinks because that's how it is. I respect that. But me, I'm like, I have it the other way around, man. I don't mind being alone either, but it's good to have people to just sit around and talk to you about stuff. You know, you can you can chill. You can chill. You can talk to them. They talk to you. You hang out. You have fun. You play a few games. You talk about card games. You hang out. Pretty fucking sweet. I don't know. I'm not the person who if I have to be alone, I will be alone. But if I can help it, I will hang out with anybody that would want to have me around. This is how I am. But again, I'm not bashing Ghetto and how he wants to do his, how he wants to live his life. I'm not that kind of person. I don't judge. It's kind of what he wants to do, and I respect that. And I kind of miss those old days where we just be able to respect each other's opinions. Sometimes, it depends on the certain person, but like it was never widespread where people would just, I don't like your opinion. You're mean. Why are you saying all these things? I'm so sensitive. Like, and one person, I was laid up in the hospital when this was like a thing. I was like in the hospital for like 2 days, and when I was in the hospital, I was on YouTube because I had like a tablet, my dad's tablet, um, and I basically was looking, and one dude said that boomer is like saying a certain racial slur that I'm not going to talk about here. And I'm just like, dude, that word is something that offends a certain group of people. You, someone calling you boomer is not the same. Because there's not really that much of a negative connotation to that word. It just means that you're older. It's like being called, it's like saying that you're old. Okay, boomer is like saying, okay, old guy, okay, old timer. It's basically what it's saying. I just sat there. I'm just sat there. I got these IVs in me, and I'm just sitting there going, what the, what the fuck is this guy babbling about? Like, this other dude's just reading off what this man says, and I'm just like, what is this man who wrote this babbling about? The word doesn't mean that. You just, like, I hate how people are easily offended now, because only someone that's easily offended can make that fucking comparison. Which isn't really a comparison. It's just a man getting pissed off that he was called boomer. And I'm like, yeah, you know, and I don't mind, like, if someone called me, like, Zoomer, because people are trying to make that into a thing, I'd be like, okay, I'm a Zoomer. I don't fucking give a shit. I don't know, like, even if someone called me a fucking Zoomer or whatever, I just wouldn't give a shit. I'd just be like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't care. Go say what you want to say. You know, I'm not like a little offended little puppy. I can, I can handle, I can handle myself. Everybody else is like, eh. Okay, since we're reaching the 50-minute mark, I'm gonna wrap up. But first, I would like to say that Armageddon Gas is happening. I'm still on the amino, but I try to be a little bit more careful because like not a lot of people really like that I'm around it. I feel like a lot of the moderators have it in for me, or at least they don't like that I'm around posting something that isn't Neptunian when my stuff is all my gaming guys is intrinsic is always going to be linked to the Neptunian series because that's what it really is. I have something retained in Neptunia, they say, and it's like my series does. I feel like, it's because I freaking had my OC, right? And it was relevant to Neptunia. Explained his relationship with the gases, and it's like, but I guess that wasn't good enough. And I'm like, y'all just don't like it because I'm not giving him a clever little PC name. It's a character outside their universe, so there is a lot of backstory with him and how he meets the other goddesses, but it's like no mod saw my video and was like, okay, let him through. I was what, it's been kind of, and that kind of set me back a little bit because I'm like, dude, should I freaking post anything? Should I? Because if you're that mad at me, you're that dead set on like deleting my post if it has anything to do with my stuff, I don't really know what to do, I want to talk about episodes that I've written and see if talk to the community and see what they want. But it's hard because I got these moderators breathing on my neck going, post Neptunia stuff that pertains to Neptunia when it does. I feel like these mods just want to get all angry at me for like whatever reason. Again, it's not like I was in violation of any of their rules. And I want to make just an online gaming guy Samino, but I can't find anybody who would want to be a moderator. Because at least then I'd have my own little set of rules. I'd have my own little set of things, and people can talk about episodes. We can talk about Neptunia, and like, boom, we can go from there. It's just, I think it'd be a good idea, But anybody who wants to be a moderator for the Online Gaming Guys Neptunia thing I want to do, I mean, in this, if you made it this far, send me just freaking say, hey, I'll do it. Then we'll talk on like we'll talk on like Discord, and you tell me if you're, but I have one stipulation: you can't be drunk on power. People have to actually be doing something wrong to kick to be able for you to kick them out. Okay, like I don't want no power mad drunk fucking mods because I feel like the Neptunia amino, um, just want like just because my stuff does match the criteria, but it's like no, it's not talking about Neptunia like at first, so it must go away. Still working on omnifracturing. It's like 40% done. When I get that bad boy finally done, we can actually do some fun stuff and do some one-off stories. And we'll start with some Danny Phantom stuff, and we'll just go from there. The Chaos Spin arc is finally almost completed. But I hope you like the Frisco one because I like that. I keep looking at it. I'm looking at all the emoting parts for my for myself and what I actually wrote for that part. For both of the Bugsies, and just I like I liked it. And sometimes I like my work, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, I should have did this or that, but I don't do that for that one. I'm really confident in it. But yeah, there's gonna be more story related videos probably tomorrow. I just wanted to tell you guys, just thank you for sticking with me. It's been pretty rocky this last week. It's been rocky for me these last couple of weeks, but I'm on the rails now, and things should be going a little bit back to normal. Maybe a few things that are gonna change for me, but other than that, you're still gonna get the same content. I'll see you guys later, and Ghetto, if you see this, please don't take that. Please don't take the part I said about you the wrong way, man, because I do respect you, and I don't want you to be like, well, this motherfucker said this. I respect you, and I'm not, I respect you, man. And I don't want you to like get totally pissy and take what I had to say the wrong way, because a lot of YouTubers do whenever I talk about them just a little bit. But I'll see you guys later. I want to do more of these Bugsy logs again. Because literally I get to just say whatever. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, folks. Okay, this is